You tested my knowledge.
I am testing it. Well, I start each episode as I'm starting now with a question, and our question was non-alcoholic alcohol.
It's not
Liquor.
Well, liquor. I don't think it's a thing.
No, well, that's for next week's episode. So you have to tune in then, bitches, for our 150th episode.
Yeah.
But right now, let's get this party started. I believe I say jello, jello, jello. That's an in-joke between the husband. Apparently the neighbours tonight will be serving hello shots at their party.
Oh.
I think he misspelled in his text message. Anyway, hello, 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 and welcome to Bitches with Beards. And on today's episode, I asked a question. Am I the only one that didn't have a problematic scholastic relationship with a green bitch?
Well, and here's the thing. If Sex and the City debuted this year, and we kept the characters the same age, Samantha would be born in 1985.
I am Samantha. We're the podcast that attempts to break down culture with all the elegance of two coastal grandmas.
But in truth, we're just a couple of bitches with beards.
I'm Max.
And I'm Daniel.
And we're live from the Diane Keating Memorial Podcast Studio in Haberdashery.
So let's get this party started.
Cheers. Oh, Daniel. You returned. You didn't get pulled into the big, great state of Texas and choose to remain there.
No, but I did love it there. It reminds me. So I was in Austin for the past week.
Yes, very jealous of you.
I was doing a research project for 2 of the days that I was there. I was at the LBJ Library researching Lady Bird stuff.
Is he doing it?
Yeah. Is who doing what?
Bucks up the stairs.
Oh.
Every time we turn the podcast on, he walks up the stairs.
Yeah.
I know, that's how Mark. He's like, fuck you, fags, I'm out. Honestly, what do you think it is?
Yeah. I don't know. It's a mystery.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, did you unlock any mysteries while you were at the LGBJ library?
I unlocked several mysteries with this project that I'm going to have to spend the next month or so researching.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes.
I do believe now's a good time because there's some time off coming up.
There is some time off coming up, and I can't wait for it. But Austin was very lovely.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a cross between Athens, where I went to grad school,
Yes,
and Atlanta. It was much more manageable, but it was bigger than Athens.
Nice.
So it was wonderful, and I had fantastic food, and I stayed with my friend Julie, which she moved back down there in June. So it was really good seeing her.
What's the food there like? Because I have visions of Texas coming away from a long weekend feeling really quite bloated.
You know, actually not that bloated. Like, I had some barbecue,
Yeah.
I had some Tex-Mex, but I also just had, like, a good burger, and I had fantastic seafood, and had a lot of, like, Korean food and sushi. Like, it was a good mix, and I
Nice.
had some of the best queso I've ever had in my life.
Delicious. Well,
Yes.
it's close to the border.
It is, and I have tons of recommendations whenever you go run your marathon for places to go.
Yes, we're debating a marathon there in February whether or not we're going to do it. The trouble is, I obviously didn't get the best news I wanted this week, so we
Oh,
are debating.
fair.
But that's very exciting. Texas has always been a state that fascinated me. Let's face it, we are of the era where there would be a country and western. A would have been back then. I'm sorry to say, is Cowboys and Indians on the Saturday afternoon TV.
Yeah.
Texas always felt like the Lone Star State.
So I'm going to say this. Texas, what I experienced in Austin was not that. Austin, I am going to say this, was very liberal.
Yes, I've heard this.
Is the blue dot in the very red state. The thing is, I felt very much at home. I felt very safe. I felt very welcomed. It was very nice and lovely.
From your experience there, and I know you have a wonderful friend who lives there, how far out does the dot spreads? Is it like the minute you leave the boundaries, all of a sudden it's red suburbia?
I would say outside of the suburbia, when you start getting into the hillside, countryside is where it starts red.
Okay.
So very much the city center, which is where I was at, blue. Suburbs, blue.
Yeah.
Red in the countryside. So a bit like here.
So you can go out the city a little bit.
Yeah, you can go out of the city a little bit. But it was very nice, very refreshing to have Southern manners and graces and everything like that again, which are not here in DC. I'm just going to be very honest.
Well, that was actually interesting you say that. Blah, 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 trying to think. Deep Dive podcast with June Dan Raphael and Jessica St. Clair. We're talking about June was on a flight and looked to her right and saw the lovely... you know how I love to talk with celebrity and their name goes right out of my head. Glenn Powell.
Oh,
And he's Texan, I do believe.
I think so.
Yes,
yeah.
and she said that when they got up at the end of the flight, I think that he recognised her, and she also recognised him. And he just said, as she opened up, he goes, "Ma'am, which bag is yours?" And he got her bag right down for her without even, she goes, and basically Jessica just went, "Chivalry gets me damp."
I mean, fair if it's Glen Powell.
But
Like,
she said that there is she goes, of all the issues with certain, the manners are
very much universal in Texas, and I appreciate that because it's very much what I grew up with. So I was like, oh, this is refreshing to actually have this once again.
Yeah.
Like, it was very nice. Now, that being said, they at least know not to talk politics, which is also something that does not happen here in D.C. I'm just going to be very honest.
No, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's and I think this is the thing that Hubs has found when we have gone out. And I said, I think I tell a story a lot when we lived in Denver for a few months, was that he would try and engage his colleagues in it, and they just would change the subject. They wouldn't even say, "I don't want to talk politics." Honestly, it would just be like they had nothing to add to that conversation.
Right. It was rather interesting. So my friend Julie hosted a Christmas party while we were down there, and I helped her host it. And a lot of the members of the Austin Preservation community were there, and I also met them at another event while we were there. And they didn't ask about politics or anything like that, but the question they asked was, how is D.C.? How has it been in D.C.?
I've heard that one a lot as well.
You know, they were always like, we see it on the news, but how is it actually being there? And so I had a lot of very frank and honest conversations about that. But it was interesting not to be asked what I do, where my political beliefs are on a certain subject matter. It was, can you tell us how you felt whenever this happened? Which was refreshing.
That's nice, though.
Yes.
It is very weird, isn't it?
It's very weird, and it's something that I had forgotten about, not being in the South for so long.
Yeah. Well, with the job that I was, it's coming to an end. It's not. I don't want to say it's bipartisan, it's non-partisan. It's like
it's apolitical.
Apolitical. It's not. And it's nationwide, and you would be working with people from different political backgrounds,
right?
And that's one thing you're told when I started, and I don't. And interestingly, though, what you saw down the middle.
Yeah.
Of it was that there were people that voted for that man, but were still able to have the conversation where they weren't happy with decisions being made because they were farmers. And,
right.
Unfortunately, there is the attitude of they voted for this, they deserve it. But then I kind of started to go with the attitude of, yes, there is that. I think it is very easy to give that attitude, but actually, and I'm not saying that I don't agree with all-out forgiveness for certain things, and I think people need to understand the ripple effect. They're still going to go on beyond their own issues, but it's starting to, if they are willing to pull down the barriers and be a bit more open to alternative voting potential, is to welcome and have that conversation. But it is, Big Ginge, when we stayed with his mum out in Kentucky.
Oh yes.
Her neighbour, she said they support Trump. And she we were outside, and I think because we had both the dogs there, and she came out and she said hi, and she said I think James Hubs met her, and Kim, no, is it Kim? Yeah. God, I can't remember.
Yeah.
When that's the Hubs's husband, and didn't bat an eyelid.
Yeah.
And I know I think through, I know your experience and through what I just went through the last few weeks, is that it's a lot more. DC sees it very black and white, and that's and they slap themselves on the back. At the end of the day, you don't hang out with parents who are going to treat you like shit. I don't agree with that whatsoever.
Right.
And if your family stresses you out, ain't no one forcing you to go home, honey.
Exactly.
But at the same time, is that there are areas where people do legitimately go back to families that may have voted against their rights, but they just don't. Politics is so far at the back of the cupboard, they don't.
Right. It was also interesting because being in Austin, they could care less about some of the stuff that's going on here in DC. They were worried about things that were impacting Austin directly, and it was nice. It was wonderful. It's like, what? DC isn't the center of attention? Shock horror.
DC, there's lowercase DC, and there's up.
Right.
Caps lock DC.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no one gives a shit about lowercase DC once you step into Silver Spring.
It's true. It's true.
Everybody's got their own problems at the moment.
Yes. We are all in the same storm, but different boats, as I was once told.
Wow.
Yeah. How about you? How was your week?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, yeah. So I've been. So I'm consulting at the moment, and one of my gigs there was potential for full time. Found out this week they're going to move ahead with someone else. They are shifting the focus of the role. It's been a very interesting. I can't go into it too much because I still think the door is open. I think I made a very good impression of the team. I did get chatting to my supervisor. She was lovely, and she said, I said, we're chatting about rom-coms. And I said, what's your level of rom-com at Christmas? And she went, I love the Vanessa Hudgens ones. And I said, I've got a TikTok where I break down them. And she goes, when you're no longer here, I will have to check that out. But no, everyone's been really nice. But it was that it was a very weird role. It was half time, part time. But with like sort of full-time, it was part-time temporary, but felt very full-time permanent in places.
Yes, and the expectation was not a part-time.
Yeah, and then they changed track. And so they're still shifting dynamics on the team. So there's a good chance that I might be pulled in for other temp work. So, and I really love working with them. So if everyone's actually like found me and is listening to this, I had a really, really great time. But definitely found that out on Tuesday, and they're keeping me till the end of next week before the shorter weeks start. And it definitely threw the motivation for the week a little bit.
I get that.
Because you're not trying to dress in to impress as much.
Yeah.
But I've got one more video to do for them, and I'm pretty much stepping back because the new person starts next week, so I'm going to just work on that. I'm not there, but anyway, no. Apart from that, no, it's been a good week. We can't think what we did over the weekend actually. We went out to Baltimore. Saturday. I think I worked. Yes. I had to get some various. I'm working 6 days, but it was fine. And then our cards arrived. You are going to get yours hand delivered. I'm sorry.
That was fine.
I'm actually all with stamps from last year, which is we are doing a recycling theme at the moment.
So I'm going to be very honest. I had stamps from the past 3 years, and some people got Christmas stamps, and some people got naval warship stamps.
So
you can tell where
only annoyance was I kept finding them, and I do 2 stamps for international. I found a whole 10 of international because I haven't done those for years, but that's okay. But I've put them in the stamp drawer now, so we're all good.
Yeah.
But no, so I did all them, and then we went to Baltimore for New Wave Singers, which was nice. They are the Baltimore chorus, absolutely beautiful. I the Gamers Chorus of DC are lovely, but the New Wave are just something else. They didn't do Old Lang Syne this time, but the soloists did do another. So how they do it is they do a verse and then they step back into the chorus.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, so they'd start it and then they go back. It's just beautiful. So we went there, but afterwards I was just exhausted, and we thought about going to. It was about 8:30, and we were like, it'll be about 9:30 before we get home. And the hubs was like, do you want to go to Baltimore? And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really tired. And I said, I'll pay, you get takeout. And I watched a movie. I just didn't really want to.
That's fine.
And then Sunday, my Bills curse continued by not watching it. They won, but we went to a party and it was fine. But it was really the host. It was his birthday. We went to his party. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And he's great. I really like this guy. And immediately the hubs walks in and goes, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "80% of these people I either hate or." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like, great. So we're standing there, and it's a bit clicky, but it was a lovely. But the host is one of these really uber lovely people. You wouldn't know him.
Oh, this is not the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but and we never spoke to it, and we eventually found a little group towards the end, and it was a bagel one. I had some bagel, me. If I see some smoked salmon, I'm making a beeline. We had a okay time, but I was like, oh, this is great. So then we went to another party. Now I'd already had a bit of a hissy fit. Okay.
Yeah.
I got up and baked some mince pies. Great. Hubs gets up because. So Hubs is meant to be doing New Wave 2 days, and he cancelled this one because of the Sunday because of the Bills playing.
Right.
Great. Then he also, because he forgot he cancelled for the Bills, he then remembered we had these 2 parties.
Oh,
great. So the first party fine until we get there and we realise it's a birthday party. So the guy goes, "We got you something." He goes, "Oh, for me." And then like, "Shit, it's a birthday party. That's our Christmas card." And then the second party was lovely. If I'm wrong, Jeremy and David, they are lovely, and they are beautiful big oh my god, Daniel,
Gorgeous.
Baked party. So the hubs had forgot. So the mince pies were immediately boxed up.
Oh,
but
no.
now these guys are lovely.
Yeah.
But I'm always a bit worried about these parties sometimes because it does attract a certain level of person that sometimes you don't feel as like, let's be honest, you sometimes can feel a bit that in DC.
Yeah.
No, everyone there was lovely. Got chatting to a real lovely group of people. A couple of cuties, weren't lying. But my mince pies went down very well.
Good.
A few people saw them. We had a really good time. But by the end of it, it was just, guess who closed out the party?
You.
Right. Great. Jeremy's lovely. They're both a very nice looking couple. But I said to him, we're chatting, Hub's poured another glass of wine, and I just looked this guy straight in the eye. And do you know what I said to him?
Oh, God.
Do you want us to leave? And he went, yeah. I said, I could sense me and you kindred spirits. And he went, yeah.
And you said, Hubs, put down the wine.
I said, babe, I said, I think it's time. And he's like, yeah. And they were like, said, do you want to go? We're going to get tacos and you want to join us? And I said, actually, I have not had any one-on-one time with the Hubs for a while. So I think I might, it's like, do you want to be skipping? I'm going to go get a drink. Get taken for a drink. And they went, and he literally looked at me and that's the right answer. So I managed to get him out. But then we went to Ice Company, and Ice Company's exposed brick if anyone hasn't been there. And it's gorgeous at Christmas.
It's a good Christmas bar.
It's very much, now I could be wrong, but it's the bar that you'd meet your friends in when you go home for Christmas.
Yes. Like on Christmas Eve or the 23rd.
So I would like to do that with you at some point one night.
Yes.
Pop is also great. Shaw's is lovely at Christmas.
Let's do it all.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're off for 2 weeks.
Why do Shaw's for lunch then?
Yeah, we can do Shaw's for lunch.
Yeah, next week we have a chat.
Yeah.
No, me and Daniel. Anyway, but so we get home, but Hub's been on the fizz, hadn't he?
I was about to say, he at least had 2 glasses of wine.
So he
Was
immediately...
Oh.
And the night before, now what had I made? I'd made a curry and I heated him the food and then he just fell asleep. So it was me and the dog, but it was fine. But no, the week's been pretty good. Busy, working on some freelance stuff, but lovely. But yeah, my God, work's been. I'm generally now. It was a bit glum for a bit. I've got so many irons in the fire that actually
just stoke that fire.
I've followed up with a few people. Things are moving.
Good.
And I've got some time off. I'm going to rejig it and then get all the big jobs done. And then I've got my other part time.
Yeah.
After Christmas, it will be all about them.
Yeah.
But we've decided our Twixmas project is going to be the app.
Yay.
Because we haven't sat down with that for a while, and we messaged the lovely Jonathan today and went, we keep saying we should do it, and he goes, you guys are just so busy, everyone's busy. I said, we're going to do it in Twixmas.
Yeah. It's a good time to do it.
Anyway, with that, Daniel, I'm looking at his poppy. I love a poppy. It's got Mary on it, which means, so I can't see because I'm blind.
So in Ina's garden, we're having a cranberry fizz poppy. It was on one of the end caps of the aisles. It's like, Merry Christmas parties. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Cheers.
It's quite I'm so used to the cranberry soda waters. It's the full scent of it's quite.
Yes, and I was looking for the cranberry soda waters, but it's on par with it. It's a little bit sweeter than a cranberry.
Can I ask you something really random?
Yeah.
Does poppy have more of a body to it than most sodas? I feel like it's got a thicker body.
I think so. Not that it's a bad thing, but I do think it's a little bit thicker. Yeah. But it's not like syrupy thick. Like, it's just thicker.
Now, I know we haven't really made decisions about Christmas. We weren't sure if we were going to get invites or anything. But obviously you're going to be with us. We'll talk to you later about Mum.
Oh, okay.
She's done it again.
Oh, shit.
And then Hubs might be working at 1 o'clock on Christmas Day.
Oh, lovely.
A branch of the military is having a meeting. So we will just delay it all. Basically, you'll be there to get me through it.
Right.
But did you want to get a non-alcoholic wine? Because I know that we don't really drink it, but I don't know if I feel I might be nice to have.
So I'll probably get one of the ones over there, but I'll probably get something else more like this.
Oh, this, but I don't know
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
but I feel
Yeah,
just to
we can
start, maybe, and like yesterday, so we were at an event for Smile, and they had the non-alcoholic, and it was just nice to stand there. I don't want to drink a lot. I just feel like I want one glass.
Yeah. Now here's the thing: do you want it to be non-alcoholic or de-alcoholized?
De-alcoholized, definitely. Because
Okay.
well, non-alcoholic, you might as well just brew some tea.
No, I agree. So I'll go find a de-alcoholized.
But
one.
I think if
That's
we
easy
had
enough.
that and then just had a glass, I'd have a glass to start dinner, then go to soda, and then
Yeah.
probably have a glass of dessert.
Yeah, we can do that.
I just don't know. I feel like I would like that, but I
Yeah.
still don't want the fucking red wine hangover.
So here's the thing: even though I am, drinking sporadically now, I still can't do red wine. There is something about that I'm just like, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I loved red wine beforehand, but I'm like,
You did.
But I'm like, no.
Anyway, that's
Yeah.
not news, Daniel. But what is news?
This is the portion of the podcast where we talk about things that are gay adjacent, or just a little bit camp.
So I'm doing notes this week, guys. I'm just. It's been chaotic.
And I'm also doing notes online on my phone, so we'll see how this one goes. And I do have a little bit of late breaking news if we need another story.
I haven't checked even on it, so if we double up, I'm really sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. I've got one that I can pull.
So in England, the Labour Party have really done a nasty and banned trans women from the Labour Women's Conference this year. They can attend, but they can't go into certain events, and they're not allowed to vote.
I mean, that's just stupid. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. It's stupid.
It is. It is in line with the new laws that came through from our Supreme Court, which is basically what defines a woman. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
I just really don't.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad look.
Oh, it's horrible.
Anyway, so in Seattle, they have decided to make one of the World Cup games a pride match.
Ooh.
They picked a game, but they picked. So they knew they had games, they had slots. They just didn't know what the draw would be because Dickwad did the draw.
Right.
Yeah. So Egypt versus Iran, where both countries it's illegal, are going to be the pride match.
Oh, that was. Could they not change it to a different one?
What? Well, or is this the best form of protest?
Or yeah, exactly. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, that's yeah.
Coming from a pile of this was news until other news happened this week. Lacey Chabert's next Hallmark movie for Christmas is going to involve a Disney cruise. Because that's what the world needs is Lacey Chabert, which we do need. I love Lacey Chabert.
Yes.
But no, Hallmark now are going to be making movies in sponsorship with Disney Cruises. That's where the world's going.
I'm surprised Disney isn't making a holiday movie on a Disney cruise, but...
Side note, have you watched any of the new Netflix ones yet?
No.
No. There's only one that I really want to see.
Oh, there was one...
If Silver Sun?
Yeah.
Maybe after lunch next week. We haven't done it.
Maybe.
The other one's the Bills one. Big news is, obviously next year is 50 years of Star Wars. It's been announced that they obviously we knew they were going to show it in the cinemas. It's going to be the original version. So Star Wars, not even Episode 4, not even A New Hope. They're going to show the original version. And I do believe the BFI has they keep the BFI and show them at certain times.
Yeah.
And so they've got one that's original and just preserved, but I think they'll obviously clean up. And I've told the hubs that I will be just your whatever ticket I get, you're coming. Finally, they have picked the new Pope, and by that, this is the gay world. So that means there is a new Mary Todd Lincoln.
Oh yes.
And I'm very excited. For
I am
this
too,
one.
actually.
Again, how is it they get us every time with? Why did I not think of that?
They somehow top themselves.
Yeah, that's the only one topping in that one.
Well, yes.
John Cameron Mitchell of Hedwig and the Angry Inch is going to be doing it. His last day is my birthday.
Oh.
So I think he might be my one. Because
I'm
I would
for
love
that.
to see John Cameron Mitchell on stage.
I am for that.
But no, that's my news. But no, it's a new. They say I think that was the best description that came from this year. Is the picking of of Mary is like the picking of a new pope.
I mean, it truly is. And I thought you were about to talk about the DJ Priest that's been making the rounds on social media, but apparently not.
No.
All right. So my news this week. It was announced that one Miss Kim Contrell wed audio engineer Russell Thomas on December 4th.
She went for the techie. Good for her, girl.
In Chelsea Old Town Hall, a very intimate wedding. I think it was 12 people were in attendance. The two met in 2016, have been together ever since. She was in a stunning Dior dress with a fascinator with a birdcage veil. It was spot on, and we are wishing them the best.
Yes, she's had a bit of an up and down of her love life, hasn't she?
She has, but good for her on this one. And more wedding news. Mark your calendars, bitches, because T Swift and Travis Kelce will wed at Ocean House in Watch Hill, Rhode Island on June 13th, 2026.
13's their lucky number, isn't it?
Yes. So in order to secure the venue and date, the billionaire songstress paid for a wedding and honeymoon for the couple that had originally reserved that date and time. She selected the venue because it was only 4 minutes walk away from her holiday house, which was featured in Last Great American Dynasty song. So, Max, I have a question for you. How do you feel about the fact that she purchased the venue from someone else and their reservation? I mean, she did a good thing by paying for...
Oh, she's paid for a lot.
Yeah, but how do you feel about that? Having someone swoop down and, take your special day from you.
I mean, if someone wanted to come in and say we wanted L2 Art Gallery, I'm like, and here's that. No, I mean, I do. I think good for her, really, and I think good for the couple. And I mean, at the end of the day, they've got a story to tell now.
Well, what happened on your wedding day? Well, Taylor Swift originally swooped in and took it from us,
And if she's
but then she paid for it.
paying for that, I think that would be the funniest thing, wouldn't it? Someone paid for our wedding.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I was prodding you, but I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think
she's making up for it. Clearly.
I think if it had emerged that there was bullying going on,
Right.
if she had if it was discovered that like story, I mean, this would never be with Taylor
Right.
and Travis, but if it had emerged that someone's like found out that they went and got cancelled and they're like, but wait, Taylor Swift's got hers, and it was all
or there had been like harassing or something
and
like that.
backhanders, no, good for her. She walked in, she bought them. I would make sure it'd be the best fucking honeymoon.
Oh,
going.
absolutely. All right, let's see. So in stories that can't catch a break, there's more drama at the Louvre that's going on. So the iconic museum, which was racked with scandal this year from the raising of ticket prices for non-EU residents and the infamous jewel robbery only a few weeks ago, has had some more bad news this past week. In the latest turn of events, some $300 to $400 were damaged when a valve burst related to pressure testing of the pipes in the fire suppression system. The manuscripts dated to the 19th and 20th centuries and focus on Egyptology. Mind you, they're not manuscripts from tombs, but rather they're the observations from the digs that were occurring during that time period. The Egypt government is now claiming that these notes would be much better preserved in facilities in Egypt proper. And listeners, this will continue to play out. So the drama of the Louvre.
Well.
And we have some final museum news.
Oh, I love yours. I mean, where you find this from?
Well, so the 2026 Met Gala co-chairs have been named. They include one Miss Beyonce Knowles, Nicole Kidman, and Venus Williams. All are noted for daring and stunning fashion choices, transcending to the level of icons. Costume art is the exhibit that will benefit, which will look at fashion as arts itself, or the embodiment of art, which we discussed earlier on this podcast. Further details are awaiting regarding the theme, so tune back in around February or March for more details on the first Thursday in May. Or is it Monday? I might have that day wrong, guys. I can't be trusted. I did these notes while I was in Austin, so who's to say? But don't fret, because Anna Wintour will remain steady and guide the entire event. And I do have a little bit of final late-breaking news. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel are divorcing.
What?
I literally just came across my newsfeed as I was walking over here, and I was like,
I'm surprised. I thought they were going to be in it to win it.
I know, this is going to ruin the world tour.
It's going to ruin it. It's going to ruin my Christmas. I need to have a break now, Daniel.
All right. It's going to...
And we're back. Daniel.
Yes.
This poppy's really sweet.
Yeah.
Is it sweeter than other poppy?
I think so.
This is just. I'm not being. It's
No,
just,
no,
it's,
no, no,
I'm just
no.
like it's giving me a fuzzy mouth, and poppy never usually gives me a.
No, it is sweet, and I'm currently cutting mine with some sparkling water with lime, which is helping, but it's still sweet.
Yeah, it's a real sweet. It's tasty, but
It's sweet.
sweet.
So maybe we won't get this one for Christmas. we'll get some other.
I'm still pissed they got rid of the spiced apple.
I know.
I tried to look for it on Amazon and there was nothing.
Really?
Yeah. It was a so for those that don't know, Whole Foods do their 365 sodas. I think are better than Waterloo.
Oh, absolutely.
I do like the blood orange.
Waterloo.
Yeah.
don't-
No, the 365. It's
Oh.
good. Yeah.
I haven't had that one
It's
yet.
nice. That's the seasonal one though.
Oh, need to look for that one.
But anyway, Daniel, obviously that's not culture for you, but what has been?
Culture for me. So we're gonna start off with food. Went to Austin. I had barbecue. It was okay.
Yeah.
Had some really good Tex-Mex, but the best thing I had was oaked smoked octopus.
Okay.
They-
Native to Texas.
Native to Texas. They boiled it, they broiled it, and then they smoked it in oak. It was so good. It was one of the best octopuses I've ever had in my life. Octopi. Anyways, drink of the week. I had a Ladybird cocktail
Yes.
at the Hotel San Jose. It was made with rum and 2 other liquors in it. It was very smooth, very refreshing. It was spot on.
Nice.
Good setting. Restaurants. If you're going to Austin, this is a very small list. I have more that I'm going to tell you to go if you do go. Clark's Oyster Bar beats Hank's. It's better than Hank's. It's better than Pearl Dive.
What makes it a good one though?
So the atmosphere, it's a historic diner that they have redone completely, so it's more of an upscale restaurant. The wait staff was fantastic. Every single dish I had there was wonderful. I had a wedge salad, best wedge salad I've ever had. I had a Basque cheesecake with berries on top of it, phenomenal. The martini, oh my god! And that's where I had the octopus.
Nice.
It was just a great experience overall. Kirby Lane, which is another diner in Austin, very good if you're going to go anywhere. And then the Hotel San Jose. It's an old motor court from like the 1930s that they've redone into an actual hotel and then bar area. Wonderful atmosphere. Highly recommend going. And Swedish Hill Bakery.
Nice.
Oh, if you want wonderful pastries, go to Swedish Hill. All right, songs of the week. So we hosted a Christmas party this past
Yes,
weekend,
you
or at least
did.
I did with my friend Julie. Walk Away by Donna Summers. Oh, it was wonderful. It was great. We were playing vintage Christmas music. That's not Christmas, but anyways, that was on the soundtrack. Step Into Christmas by Elton John was
Love
played. And Underneath a Tree by Kelly Clarkson. Not vintage, but was a good one. Album of the week. I've been listening to the Geese album. Like, it's been playing all over in Austin. So that was part of the soundtrack of this trip. And hold on one second because my phone closed off. Let's see. Museum of the week. I went to the Blanton Museum of Art. Phenomenal.
Nice.
There was a Baroque art exhibit with Velázquez and El Greco. It was wonderful. Very famous pieces. And then my technology of the week. I got into a Waymo. And for people who don't know what a Waymo is a self-driving car with cameras
Oh yeah.
all over. And literally, you request your Uber, and there was this app, or it popped up. It's like, we've upgraded you to a Waymo if you'd like to try it. And I'm like, sure, I'll try it. So it says, great, there are Waymos nearby. Here are 7 locations. Pick whichever location is nearest to you. Walk there. So I had to walk to the location. And the car pulls up, and it says, please tell it to unlock. And so you unlock the car. You go, and you can sit in the back seat. But there's a sign on the steering wheel that says, please do not touch the steering wheel. Please do not touch the gas or brakes. This car is being driven. And there's a little safety video that plays. And then the car just drives you through town. So I was sitting in the back seat, no driver whatsoever, and the car was just driving. And the thing is, it has the cameras and it shows stuff in the road. So, like, it's, watching that there are people walking by and it's showing up on the screen. But I was just like, oh my God, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, the car was going. Like, It was good. I know it's just like shocking, but it's just like, oh my God, how is the car doing this? But it was like, it just drove.
That's so crazy.
It was the craziest thing I've ever done. So
Did you feel safe?
here's the thing. I felt safe. It was doing the speed limit. It stopped for every single light that
Yeah.
it was doing. There was a car that tried to pull out in front of us, and it reacted to it. Like, I didn't feel unsafe. Like, I was a little bit shocked how safe it was. Like, it's a far better driver than most drivers. Like,
That's not hard in DC.
it's not hard in DC, but I was just like, oh my God. Like, yeah. So anyways, if you have the chance, take one. How about you? What was culture for you this week?
Culture this week, let's have a look. Obviously, you're guessing. So, we did have an interesting. So, food was mince pies, and also I did, just kind of kept it basic. Bits of slow cooking this week as well, because it's good for when I'm working late, because it means I can just let it go. Actually, last I forgot to mention is that music was Portugal the Man.
Ooh.
We went out last week to on Friday. We were invited. Did we go to a party before? Yes, we went to the Hubs' ANC party, which actually was pretty good. And then we went straight to a gig. And it was with Ryan.
As one does.
And he had a friend with him, and it was really nice. And we got food afterwards. And I really liked it. I like live music, and I can just switch off a little bit without needing to drink, which was nice. Things just generally ticked on this week, but we did really kick up the Christmas movies. We did Single All the Way, which fucking love that movie. Happiest Season, we did that Saturday night. That's the one with Kristen Stewart.
Oh, she goes with the wrong one.
Did Your Christmas on Mine while I was cooking my mince pies, which came out very nicely. Hubs fell asleep through Christmas Vacation and Godmothered, but
You fell asleep during Christmas vacation.
I could watch that one again.
Yeah.
I only really was like watching that like a couple of years back, because but it's just like shit. It's the epitome of every Christmas movie.
Yeah. I love Christmas vacation.
Then we did Noel on Wednesday. That was like the last of the cutesy Disney ones, even though I do really like Noel. And then last night we started on the heavy hitters, Home Alone.
Oh, I was supposed to be like, what are we calling a heavy hitter?
They're like the big ones that you really
yeah,
don't want to get rid of. Like Happiest Season, I can watch a lot. I think Single the Way has really grown on me. But that. Anyway, and the other film I saw this week was at the cinema, and it was Eternity, the one about the afterlife. It's excellent. It's really funny. It's very old school humor in certain ways, but it's about a woman who finds both her husbands waiting for her in eternity.
Oh yeah.
And has to pick between the two, and it's very well done. Obviously there's twists, turns and all that, but it's really funny in places. People were really loving it in the cinema. I really did enjoy it.
Remind me, who stars in that one?
Elizabeth Olsen,
Okay.
Miles Teller, what's his face, who was in the Harry Potter, the Fantastic Beasts, British actor, but I can't remember his name.
Redmayne. No,
No,
Redmayne.
it was the one who played the brother.
Oh.
But the
I'm
one
blanking on
that who's in it is the Davine Joy Randolph, and I love. She's hilarious in it. She's really good.
I do love her.
She's just funny. Full stop. So no, that was my my culture this week. It was it's all going to be very Christmas. Music really though was just Christmas music. I'm in a bit of a rut, but I'm finding I can really listen to it.
Yeah.
I do like I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard is my fucking favourite one. Shakin' Stevens, Merry Christmas Everybody. Of course, I do like the new ones, Ariana Grande and Kelly Clarkson, Santa Can You Hear Me?
Yeah.
They fucking destroy that song. It's amazing. But no, I'm loving it all, and just, I'm enjoying it. I mean, we are sitting amongst some very Christmassy stuff.
Yes. I love it.
Yes, but that's really it. And then I think it leads us to really... what is culture for everyone else?
Yes.
What is culture for everyone else, Daniel?
Well, I mean, I thought you had something in the notes, but you didn't do it?
Did I put something in? No.
Yeah. If we don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Because I don't have anything to add.
What was it?
It was about the buyout of Netflix that...
Oh, yeah. I'm still I've been doing a lot of reading on this one. It is going to affect things. Thank you for reminding me. It's hard to kind of tell because now also Paramount have got involved.
It was one of these. I'm like, It's very confusing, and it's causing too much like brain function on a vacation for me. And I'm like, no.
The essential issue is going to be that Netflix will eventually control most movie output.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how that is going to work, because basically it's the last of the big studios is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to start to see a lot more control, a lot more, well, this is what people want,
Mm-hmm.
this is it. I think that's already very much controlled.
Yeah.
I do think still that we are, representation is in a weird place.
Mm-hmm.
Television especially is in a very weird place.
Yes.
So I don't really know how it's going to affect it. It does worry me that Netflix is going to start drawing people away from theatres.
Yeah.
And like Landmark, I love Landmark.
I do too.
But they show all Netflix movies at the moment.
Oh.
And so like I had to go to Rhode Island for Eternity.
Mm.
And next week, the hubs wants to go see Ella McKay. I want to
yeah.
see that, but the only thing it's only on at 6:15, and he's working out in Tyson's at the moment, so he's not going to make it back in time. And he goes, "Oh, we can wait." I said, "I just don't know if he's going to." Yeah, I know. Like then next week's Christmas, I won't see if his mum makes a decision. But but this is it is going. They are going to have a huge impact on cinema.
Yeah.
And I do worry about public exhibition. I do think it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the same at home. It is not about the size of the screen. It is about the focus.
Yes. Because here's the thing. There are certain films that are made for cinema. And there are films that are made for a small screen. And it's a different experience.
And it does worry me. And I do hope that Netflix finds a way of profiteering, essentially, and finding a profit for public exhibition. But I'm worried the culture's going to shift on it.
Well, they'll find the profiteering bit in their Netflix houses that they're experimenting with, which are essentially theaters.
Yeah. And the thing is with Netflix, the other thing is like, everyone thinks Netflix, they think stuff like Single All the Way, and they think of all these like ones. I get it, but they do actually like Oscar-worthy movies. And they are Oscar-worthy. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but like Train Dreams was stunning, but it was sound mixed to be in a theater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's immersive. The sound is actually what holds you in. And Doyle said that. He said he wished he watched it at the theater, and I loved it. I thought it was such a beautiful film. And it does, and again, and it's when they start, and then they did that whole, I only saw the part one of it, the Zack Snyder, the one that was the big sci-fi epic he did that was meant to be Star Wars, wasn't it? Because he'd written a Star Wars movie, lost it, so he turned the script into something else.
Yeah.
That lost it because it wasn't in. I guarantee that part of its failure, because then the second one came out with barely a glimmer. He did the first one, which was 2.5 hours, did a director's cut. Why did he do a fucking director's cut? I don't know. And then he did a second one, and then it gone, because it just wasn't. I think that killed it not being in theatres.
Yeah.
But then you look now, you've got the third Avatar coming out. People are just something excited. It looks amazing. It's meant to be. It's the early impressions of it apparently are really high. People are like, wow.
Yeah.
And you've got like stuff like Wicked that being in the theatre for that, the size of it, even on a screen that's a moderate sized screen. But Netflix, I worry, are going to start killing stuff like that, because I think it works in their favour. And HBO is a different kettle of fish to Netflix. Their movies are different. They have their movies at home. Their HBO feature presentation.
Right.
So it is a concern, but Paramount now have stepped in. They're doing a hostile takeover, aren't they, or something? They're buying it all. So I can't work out.
I can't either. It was just like, oh, someone will tell me what I need to know.
But yeah, that's what's going on there. We wait to see how that's going to start to affect things. Aside from that, Daniel, how are you feeling about Christmas at the moment?
I'm feeling very good about Christmas. I'm very grateful. I'm very much in the Christmas spirit. I'm ready to, be off for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm going to do... I've got... Oh, Saved by the Bell. Alexa, dismiss. We'll let you call. Sorry, people, I did some nibbles. No, it's you're off. I'm very jealous of you being off, but it's a very, it's an, it's a it's what? Well, I'll take. My obviously the one job this is now will be over. I'll be finished that next week. I'll work on like some NDI stuff as well, but I'll be done by midday Christmas Eve, and we wait to see how much cooking and all that's going to be done. But I enjoy that, and then I'll see off for Boxing Day on the Friday, and then off that. So I get four pretty much a good solid 4 days, and then next week I'll work for 3 days, finish a bit earlier probably on
Wednesday.
Again. Then Thursday will be lovely New Year's Day brunch, and then I'll take the next couple. I'm not going to obviously work on a Friday. We'll just see it through. So I feel this year is a nice one. If you want to work in the middle, you get these, but you do get these 4 solid days.
You get little spurts to do just enough.
Yeah, 4 days is enough to kind of feel that. So, but you've got when do you go back again?
So let's see. I'm off. So next Friday, I'm clearing the office, but after that, off until January 5th.
Nice.
That Monday.
Yeah, that Monday. It's Mum's birthday.
Yeah,
Always the day back to school was always Mum's birthday.
So I go back to the office that day. So I'm planning on let's have a massage day in there somewhere because we've earned a massage.
Yeah, I got to do. I can't do any Christmas movies after New Year's Day.
Fair.
Yeah. But I think a lot of them are going to be being Christmas and New Year this year for some. I feel like this year's very we have such a contracted Christmas and New Year.
Yeah,
I think we'll squeeze the big guns in.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, watch The Holiday.
Yeah, that's a good one for New Year's. That and The Descendants. There's I don't know. There's I will admit, like the Hubs is working Monday to Friday for one job at the moment. He's doing it next week as well, 9 to 5. So that, as you know, is a big thing. So, but it obviously brings in the money, but it's it's knocking his routines out of the
he
way.
has to commute.
He does, and it's killing him in the evenings a bit.
Yeah.
It is like a slow commute. So he's doing, so I feel like the house is Christmassy. That's why, and I ordered all my presents. I sat there and just, I'm so sorry, but I just don't have time to go to
Don't apologize.
I don't know. I keep saying every year I should go to a mall and get in the Christmas spirit for a mall, and then I'm like, I can't.
I can't do them all. I either have to use someone online or it's a local independent store that I go to. A mall just kills it for me.
Yeah, I used to love it as a kid going through them, and now the idea of going out to Tyson's just killed.
It's
God.
horrible.
I've not been to Tyson's Corner for years.
I think I'd scream. But truly.
Is it still a nice mall though?
I think so.
Yeah, because Pentagon City's just...
Oh, don't go there. Listeners, don't go to Pentagon City.
It's so weird, Pentagon City, because you end up walking about it, but it takes ages to get anywhere, and...
Yeah, you're just better going off to Tyson's.
Yeah. No, so I think I might do a bit of a shot, but I've got everything. We're waiting to see if Mum's going to be in town. Then my parents sent me stuff today for each other, and it's just fickle, it's like, okay, is this all you want?
Yeah.
It's all I'm trying to get. I'm like, okay, but no, I think I'm done in the office now until that. So next week I'm all at home.
Yeah, I'm doing very simple menial tasks in the office. Even though I was off for a week, it's like, great, you have 20 of these tasks to do, and it will take 10 minutes for each of them. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to be done by Tuesday.
But it is the TV and specials. That's why I've been really the Hubs is this because we don't really watch a lot of movies. But we like a good hour or half hour something. Also, but the movies this year have been really what's got me into it, especially if the house done like it is, and to sit down and just watch some really and it's okay, what we're doing tonight. And I think we're also in a routine of we are watching these. Yeah, it's not like what do we fancy. I pick them. Usually I'm like, it goes what we. I said I think tonight is this. I think Elf is coming up at some point, but then we've got the Office Christmas party one. Mark's staying the weekend, so I think that's a good one to shove on in when you. I love its background, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good background. It's a holiday background. It's perfect.
But no, I think I think now I'm just ready to see the year out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Well, with that, Daniel, shall we move on
Yes.
to the end of the episode?
Yes.
I don't think I really have a... No. I don't have a gagged and goots.
That's
I
fine.
think, yeah, this week has just been... What gagged and goot me is that we're still kind of going in circles around the same fucking thing. What about you, Daniel? Do you have a word of the week for me?
Yes.
Us.
The word of the week is munificent. Extremely generous.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And do you have Petticoat Lane?
I do have a petticoat lane.
Yay.
To United, who I flew going from Dulles to Austin. Boy, did you fuck up whenever I was flying out. The plane arrived at one time, the crew was on a separate plane, and they were late, which therefore made us late, which means that we then had to fly through tons of turbulence the entire way to Austin, and I was shaking like a martini. No thank you. But had they actually arrived at the same time, we would have left earlier, and none of that would have happened.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Well, with that, Daniel, I will say that next week is our 150th episode, and it is going to be probably our Christmas spectacular, because we're hitting some weird timings with things.
Yes.
It's a very weird timed year this year. But no, apart from that, Daniel, I think we covered everything.
My dear, we barely set the agenda.
Oh, they took out a mic there. Cheers.
Cheers.